everybody. Welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. I got done washing the boat today because we have a tournament this weekend. Bass tournament won some money, but today I am going into the bait lab and we are, so come on in and I'll show you how we do it. With the 5-inch stick bait. Now this itMolds it looks just like the Senko. It's made exactly like it. It's a 5-inch stick bait, and you can see right on here it says Yamamoto. So we're gonna be doing this color. It's two, but today I'm just gonna do the, all right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the dead on plastic. I'm gonna pour back. After this heats up, it usually takes about, I'd say about 3 minutes or so. It's sort of cloudy in here and it's a little bit jet. And get it almost like a water. We're gonna put it in again probably for about another 30 to 45 seconds. We'll be right back. Just about ready, guys. I'm gonna actually add we're gonna add the black glitter. And this is a cup and a half. 4, 5. Okay, so we got that. We're mixing it up very well. We mix it and bring the air bubble right back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm Ted, your host, and today it looks like rain out, so what better day than to go into the bait lab and make some baits. I just got done washing the boat today because we have a tournament this weekend up at Glendale Lake. It's the Hope Fire Department bass tournament, so we're going up there. Me and my buddy Bob are heading up there this weekend. See if we can't place in the bass tournament, win some money. But today I am going into the bait lab and we are making some 5-inch stick baits, what I call my pig sticks, Senkos, in the black ice color. So come on in and I'll show you how we do it. All right, guys, so we are in the bait lab today. I am gonna be using the itMolds with the 5-inch stick bait. Now this itMolds this is a Senko bait, and itMolds has the copyright for the Senko. It's the original. It looks just like the Senko. It's made exactly like it. I sell them and I call them my pig sticks on my website, OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. Go check it out. I have all my baits over there. But I'm using the itMolds with the 5-inch stick bait, and you can see right on here it says Yamamoto Senko, because that's exactly what it is. And then I like to use the dead on plastics bait, the Plastisol, and this is the worm blend. So we're going to be doing this color. Today it's black ice, and basically it's just clear plastic with a black flake in it. Now this was ordered by my buddy Dean, who I met up at my lake. He actually seen me at the lake and we start talking and everything. He ordered some baits from me. So we're gonna make them for him tonight along with some other baits too. But today I'm just gonna do the 5-inch pig sticks and the black ice. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the dead on plastic. I'm going to pour some plastic in the cup here. I'm going to go probably about a cup and a half. And then we're going to put this in the microwave and heat it up. And we will be right back after this heats up. It usually takes about, I'd say about 3 minutes or so to get it clear. Then we'll add the black flake, and that's it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so in my ice baits, what I do is I pour the plastic, we heat it up, we get it clear, and we're just gonna add black to it. There's multiple things you can do with your baits. You can add salt, you can add a sinking, like sand, it's like a weighted sand. You can add that to it too, but this is a sinking plastic. It's the Black Label Sinking from Dead On. So that's all we're gonna use with the black flake. So once it heats up and is ready, I'll show you how that works. We'll be right back. All right, so while we're waiting, guys, what I do is I got my injector, and I always put some worm oil on the injector, the O-ring of the injector. So I put that in, and then I also The cap also has an O-ring on it as well. So I wipe that down with warm oil as well. And that just keeps it lubed up so they don't dry out and stick and crack and break. It adds a little bit of life to the O-rings in your injector. So we are ready to inject into the molds, and then I take the molds and I also add some worm oil inside the molds to each cavity of the Senko. So I just add that to it, add it to the sprue area right here, and just put this in like that. Very lightly coat it with the oil. You don't need much. And that's it, guys. So once this plastic is ready, we'll mix it up, and I'll show you how we mix it up and then add the flake to it. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we take the plastic out. It's very hot. It's actually not ready yet, but you can see it's sort of cloudy in here, and it's a little bit it's like jelly. So we're gonna mix it all up. You see how it's clearing up a bit, but it's still got some jelly to it. So we want to put this back in and get it almost like a water form. But right now it's almost like a jelly form. So, but it's getting there. So we're gonna put it in again probably for about another 30 to 45 seconds. And then we should be ready to add our glitter to it. We'll be right back. Alright, we got it out. Let's mix it up here. It's just about ready, guys. I'm going to actually add the black flake to this now. And then we will put it in again for about another 30 seconds. And then we will be able to shoot it. So, alright, so we're going to add the black glitter, and this is a 1.5 cups of plastisol. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and we're going to mix this all in now. Let's mix this in. And the plastic will get darker. Okay, and then while we're here, we're going to add just one spoonful of the silver, and that's it. Alright, and we'll mix this all in. There's plenty of black in there, and a little bit of the silver just gives it that ice with the clear. Makes it look really good. Okay, so we got that. We're mixing it up very well. And then you just slowly stir it. And usually, I don't have a vacuum machine that takes the air out of this. So what I do is I just slowly mix it, and it brings the air bubbles to the top. And when you put this injector down in, you don't get any of the air bubbles. And then by the time you're shooting, the air bubbles are basically out of there. So we're going to put this back in for about another 30 seconds, and then we're going to start shooting. We'll be right back. Alright, so we got the plastisol out. I'm going to give it a slow mix here. Get all that glitter mixed back in there. And we're going to take our injector. We got the molds in the vise already. Take our injector, fill it up, and start shooting. You want to hold it for a couple seconds to make sure everything's filled up and all the air is out of it, and push down with some firm pressure. And then we want to fill up the sprue, so no air bubbles. And that's it, guys. Put the rest back in the cup, which ain't that much because we're using 2 molds and it takes a lot of the injector. It fills it up, and we use it all in here. So we're going to give us about 3 minutes to cure. Well, not fully cure, but they're going to cure enough to get them out of here, and then they got to cure for 24 hours. So we'll be right back. All right, so we let that cure. We're going to take them out of here, and we are going to open them up and see how they look. And they look pretty cool. So there's one set of the black ice right there. Pretty awesome. So we are going to cut them off and to let them cure for 24 hours and package them up and send them off to Dean. So we got that pulled. Lay them down here. like so. Let's pull the other one out, like so. There you go. Looking good. Nip them off at the edge here, nice and straight. You got them off of there. Put them in here to cure. And then we're going to put these back in the vise, and we're going to heat it up and do it again. We'll be right back. All right, let's see if the plastic that I put in melted. Seems like it did. I'm going to still put that back in there for a little bit longer. I just want to make sure I get a full melt. Put it in a little longer. Alright, so we got it out. Mix it up slowly. Gonna get the ejector again. Put it down in there. Pull a whole injector full. Push this down. Give it some pressure. Pull it up. Move it to the next one. Push down. Get some pressure. And then fill the sprues up. Put the rest back in the cup, and we will be back in about 3 minutes when these cure, and I'll show you those as well. Alright guys, so while I'm waiting for that to cure, I just wanted to give you a little information. If you guys are into bait making or you want to start bait making, you can email me right here at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com, and I can answer any questions that you guys might have about bait making or how to get started or what to buy first, or any, you know, if you have any questions or anything, I would be happy to answer them. Also, write in the comments what you think about it, like if you're interested, and maybe we can hook up, you know, I can go to your channel, I can subscribe to you guys, and we can go back and forth with messages and stuff like that. But I think the best way to get a hold of me is my email at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. And like I said, I use the itMolds, guys. They're affordable. They're really easy to use. They have a bunch. They have all your bait making needs at itMolds. And then we use the dead-on plastic, which I believe is like the best plastic out there. They have a bunch of different choices. There's a lot of companies out there that just have floating plastic or they're neutral plastic. Well, dead-on plastic has swim bait, crawl tube, they have finesse, they have worm blends, they have saltwater blends, they have a bunch of different blends over at dead-on. They have a ton of colorants like this, they have colorants, they have glitters, they have everything you want over there. Mica powders, pearl powders, things like that. So go over, check them out. Now itMolds also has the same thing, like they have a bunch of colorants and stuff like that. They have everything as well. So those two companies are what I use. So if you want to get started, I would recommend start looking over there. I will put the itMolds website link in the description, and I'll also put the Dead On website in the description of this video as well, so it makes it easier for you to go over and check those companies out and get started bait making. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright, so these are ready, so I'm going to pull them out of the vise here, and I am going to pop these open so you can see them in the mold there. They look like they're good. We're going to pull them right out of the mold. There they go right there, guys. They look really good. Really cool bait. Really cool color as well. Something, it's very simple, but they're very effective. It's just a clear plastic with the glitter in it. They're very easy to make. I recommend, like if you're going to start making baits, I recommend going with the stick bait first. Just get a couple colors, get a bottle of plastic, and just go to it. Get a microwave, an old microwave. You don't want to use your wife's microwave or your mom's microwave. You don't want to do that. You want to get an old microwave or a microwave that you're just using this plastic. I do recommend for safety, I recommend you wear a long sleeve shirt if you're new to it, or anytime. I've learned that way from burning my hands and stuff. I wear gloves. You should wear gloves. You should wear eye protection, and definitely if you're in a closed-in space, you want to definitely wear like a respirator. I might have a window open with a fan, so we are good in here. We have good ventilation. But if you're in a garage or something with like low ventilation, you want to have a fan blowing all your stuff out. A lot of the plastics now from Dead On and stuff are like low VOC and stuff like that, so they're not as hazardous to you. And you don't want to burn your plastic. When you burn your plastic and it starts smoking, you do not want to breathe that in. So if you pull your plastic out of your microwave and it's smoking, just set it off to the side and get out and hang out until that cools down and stops smoking. You don't want to breathe that stuff in, guys. And I recommend don't burn your plastic because it costs money. Plastic's not cheap, but you want to get the best. You want to get the best out of you. You want it to go a long way, the plastic that you buy, and make it work for you. So another thing is also, guys, if you're making your own plastics and you're fishing and you break them or something like that, save them, put them in a bag. And then when you get done, over the course of a couple weeks or months or however many you use, you just bring them home. You could remelt them down and make the baits again. So it's very cost efficient to make your own baits. I just so happen to make my own baits, and I do sell them on my website at OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. I would appreciate if you guys go over there and check that out as well. My other social media is Instagram, FishAngler, FishBrain, Camo Space, and Facebook, so you can check me out at all those other platforms as well. I'm also on RUKU TV with American Angler Outdoors Network, and also the Backroads Outdoors TV network. So go check them out. They're in the description of my video. I'd appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a basic making the 5-inch stick baits and the black ice. So like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything, please email me at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I wanted to thank you. If you got this far in the video, I wanted to thank you. It's much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And also hit your notifications to all so you can be notified when we upload new videos and do giveaways and things like that. Also, like I said, check me out on all the other social media. They are in the description of this video. And I do encourage you guys to go over and look at the description of my videos and check out all my partners and affiliates. I do have a new affiliate now with Fish USA. It's a really big company. It's actually local up where my lake is. It's up in Erie, PA. So I will be representing and selling some things from Fish USA. So if anybody's interested in anything from Fish USA, I will be starting to do some ads and things like that with the products that they sell. So I wanted to thank you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Please hit that like button, share us out, tell your buddies and friends and everything about the channel. Hopefully you enjoy what we do. We enjoy learning from you guys, and hopefully you pick something up along the way from us as well. Well, like I always say, guys, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations, and we will see ya.